Your Honor, the witness was posting cringe TikTok dances. That's why she is the murderer. Hello everyone, my name is Aussie Hornet, and welcome back to some Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney trilogy. So we are continuing our playthrough of the second game, so we're up to episode 2. So let's get to it. That was no accident. I was drugged with sleeping pills. I was murdered by that person. Oh. That's why I took my revenge. It's only fair, isn't it? Eenie? Huh? Uh-oh. I finally get to see you again, and it's not your fault. You didn't do it. No, I did it. I killed that person. But that wasn't you. Doesn't matter, it might as well have been me. Can't believe something like this happened. The events of that gloomy, rainy afternoon that started this whole mess keep playing through my mind. What depressing rain. Do you understand how depressed that makes me? Do you? I guess. But actually, more than depressed, I'm angry. Angry at that weather girl on TV. I think a little rainy spell will take a break with a day of sun. Is what that girl said. I'd stake my life on it. Well, it's the weather. But that's why I didn't bother to bring an umbrella today. What nerve calling herself a weather girl? She's going to hear about my 1,500 suit. About your case. Unless you're planning on suing the weather girl. I'm sorry. I thought that before we got down to business, we could have some friendly chatter. My name is Dr. Turner Gray. I'm a surgeon. Remind me never to end up under his knife. I'm here today because of this incident. Malpractice at Gray Surgical Clinic. 14 inpatients lose their lives. Oh, you're the doctor at... It's really quite upsetting. Did you hear me? Upsetting! Yes, I heard you. I agree, it's quite upsetting, Dr. Gray. The one that screwed up was that nurse. It was her that got the medications mixed up and killed those 14 patients. And yet, now listen good, and yet, that nurse had the nerve to go and die before admitting to her wrongdoing. She didn't even offer any sort of explanation to me, and this is the kicker. She up and has herself a grand old accident and crashed her car. Smash! Crunch! Instantly transforming her car into the accordion model. That's right. About a year ago, all the tabloid shows were talking about it. 14 victims of medical malpractice and the nurse's mysterious fatal accident. There were rumors that Dr. Gray had actually caused that crash. People said it was to forever hide the persons responsible for the malpractice incident. Why would I? Now, I'm just gonna say this once. Why on earth would I want to kill that nurse? He's the one who killed those 14 patients, not me. I think you need to take a deep breath, Doctor, and focus. More to the point, this case is over a year old. Why bring it up now? That's simple, because the situation is slipping out of my grasp. This just won't do. My clinic isn't seeing nearly as many patients nowadays. Do you understand what that means? It means they're not coming to my clinic. You don't say. If it were me, I don't think I'd want to go either. So, what would you like me to do about it? I want you to help me prove I'm innocent. You do realize I'm a lawyer, not a private investigator, right? No, this is something only you can do. Maya Fey. You know this girl, correct? Maya? Why would he know her name? I heard you were working under her for a little while. Well, yes, I mean... Hey, wait a second here! I worked under her? Yes, am I wrong? She told me, so I'm not quite sure if... Well, we worked a few trials together, but she went back to her hometown to undergo more training. Yes, I heard. It must be lonely for you. What? Wait, I'm not... You must be an extraordinary girl to handle such rigid training. Huh? I have an acquaintance who knows a lot about these mystical sort of things. She's the one who introduced me to Miss Faye. Is Maya really that famous? And I've already set up an appointment. For what? What else? A channeling. I'm going to have her call the spirit of that nurse that went and got herself killed. Oh. Maya. I wonder what she's up to right now. We, the women of the Fae clan, have always been spirit mediums. It's because the power to communicate with spirits flows strongly through us. That's what you told me. I guess you learned to accept her responsibilities and become an adult. Not counting training, this will be your first time channeling a spirit. But you gave me one condition before accepting my request. A condition? The condition is you, Mr. Wright. She said that she wouldn't do the channeling without first seeing you again. Me? And that is why I've searched you out. You want to see her too, don't you? And sir, that is how I ended up visiting Maya's hometown with the doctor. So this is Karain Village, Maya's hometown. Oh. Why, hello there. Oh. Okay, bye. What an odd little girl. Hey, wait up, Pearly. Someone else is coming this way. Nick. It's Maya, how are you? It's good to see you again. Wow, I didn't think you'd really show up. It's not that big a deal. You made it sound like you were so far away. Maybe I exaggerated, just a little. It was only 2 hours by train. If I had known you were this close, I'd have visited more. No, you're not allowed. I already decided, you know. Until I become an adult, I have to work hard and be strong by myself. Oh, well. Anyway, congratulations. I'm glad to hear training is going well for you. Looks like you finally become a full-fledged medium, taking on your first job. Yeah, I didn't think it would be this soon. But, this case, do you know the messy story behind it? Behold the power of the Maya Intelligence Network. Let's see, 14 people died because of malpractice on Dr. Gray's part, right? And to pin the blame on the nurse, he killed her in what appeared to be a car accident. Huh? So what is this Maya Intelligence Network anyway? The tabloids. That's what I thought. I'm just pulling your leg, Nick. What really happened is the exact opposite. I heard all about it from Dr. Gray. Oh, come on, Nick. I wouldn't take a crazed killer as a client. That's too scary, even for me. Yeah, I guess so. So, this is your hometown, huh, Maya? Yep. Karain Village, but I've heard people call this place Medium Valley, too. Interesting. So everyone that lives here is a spirit medium? Pretty much. That's my ancestors were, too, I think. That's probably true, since the Fae ability to communicate with the dead is so strong. Actually, only the women of this village are mediums. So what do the men do? They usually work someplace outside the village. Oh yeah, I wanted to ask you about that girl I saw earlier. Do you know her? Oh, you mean Pearly? Pearly? Pearl Faye, she's my cousin. Isn't she adorable? Just like yours truly. Cousin? Wait, then that means... Is she also a... Yep, she's a medium too. Pearly's a real genius when it comes to channeling. I see. I hope it didn't scare her when I tried to talk to her earlier. Yeah, it's not you. My aunt drilled it into her head that if a suspicious-looking person tries to talk to you, run away. Suspicious-looking? Well, you're not wearing training clothes for starters. Of course not. Pearly's my aunt's most valued treasure, so she's not allowed to go outside of town. She doesn't know much about the world outside of Karain Village. Aunt? Pearly's mother is my aunt. Duh. Come on, Nick. Well, Nick, I gotta get going. It's about time for the channeling to start. Huh? Oh, yeah. I'm doing the channeling in my house, so come on in, okay? After I'm done, we can grill up some juicy burgers. Alright, good luck, Maya. Thanks. Well, at least she's still the same perky Maya. Ah, Mr. Wright, I'm so glad you showed. Some nice weather we're having today. Aren't you happy? No, not at all. That stupid weather girl made the wrong call again. It will rain cats and dogs today, she said with a straight face. I can't believe they allow such misguided reports on the public airwaves. Looks like talking about the weather with this guy is just asking for punishment. But anyway, this is a splendid manner. No argument there. It's hard to believe that this is Maya's house, though. I was given a guide map to this building. Here, Mr. Wright. I have a copy for you, too. Okay. What are you gonna do once the nest spirit has been called? Is it obvious? I'm going to have her write a signed confession. A signed confession? Yes, a confession. Pay attention. I'll have her write this. 1 year ago, on May 2nd, 14 patients died due to my negligence. And then, on May 24th, I fell asleep at the wheel and died in a car accident due to my further negligence. I'm sorry, and I apologize for being negligent. That's what I'll have her write. With a confession, the rain falling on my soul can finally stop. Oh, I see. So, how did you hear about Maya Fey? I heard about her from an acquaintance, a girl studying the occult at the college. That girl introduced me to this village. This is the home of the Korean School of Channeling. The home? Huh? And Miss Maya is a daughter of the master, I hear. Master? Anyway, do you see that door? That's the room where people and spirits meet. Miss Maya's aunt is in there right now. Would you care to meet her? So this is the channeling chamber. Oh, such a strange atmosphere in here. These flickering lights. I guess they're candles. Oh! Good sir, who might you be? My name is Phoenix Wright. Oh, you must be that good sir. Good sir? Is she talking about me? You are a lawyer, are you not, good sir? I have heard much about you from Mystic Maya. Is that so? Mystic Maya? I am Mystic Maya's aunt, Morgan Fey. Nice to meet you. I had wanted to speak with you about a certain incident, good sir. It seemed that perhaps you asked too much of Mystic Maya's in performing your duties. Most unbecoming, I'm afraid. Huh? Don't tell me I've already forgotten. Now was it not for Mystic Maya and her assistance, you would surely not have won. First a girl that runs away, and now an old lady who says I stink at doing my job? When did I become the poster boy for how not to make a first impression? The past is the past, though. Let us speak of the present now. Ah, thank you. Maya's name. Isn't that a little strange? Good sir. Yes? How dare you be so rude and disrespectful towards Mystic Maya? I'm sorry. She must be addressed by a proper title, good sir. You must call her Mystic Maya. So about Mystic Maya, it is the blood. Excuse me? Blood? Mystic Maya carries the blood of the master. In actuality, she is the only one remaining. Only one remaining? What's that supposed to mean? Mystic Maya is the last of the rightful heirs of the Korean channeling technique. Okay, then where do you stand? That is a little more complicated. Although a woman of the Fey clan, I am merely a member of the Branch family. Branch family? What's that? It is as it sounds. For a member of the Branch family, no matter her spiritual power, she can never become the master of the Korean school. So, how strong are you? It is a shame, however, I will admit. I cannot even begin to compare the lowliness of my powers to the master's. So that's how it is. So, today's channeling will be her first? Yes, good sir. Because the spirit of a person who dies in a traffic accident is usually very strong, it is usually easier to call that person to our world. Traffic accident? Indeed. process of preparing. Okay. So, this room is the channeling chamber? The place where spirit medium speaks with those who have departed. I don't suppose he'd mind if we observed the session? Do not even think of such nonsense. Only the medium and the client may enter here. Uh-oh. The secrets of the Korean techniques cannot be seen by just anybody. That never stopped Maya from doing it in front of me before. And also for your safety, good sir. If something were to go wrong, that is why, when channeling is being performed, that heavy door is securely locked. Oh, and that's what the lock is for? Oh, yes. I wonder if you have yet to meet Pearl, good sir. Pearl? She's an adorable, angelic young girl. Oh, that's odd. She is my daughter. She is my daughter. Now then, what was it you were about to say? Well, what a cute daughter you have! A pure heart that knows not of the evils in this world is a powerful thing, good sir. Please refrain from affiliating with her, I request. Well, it's not like I had the chance to anyway. I must insist and stress that you not let it occur. Okay, I get it. Wow, this garden is really breathtaking. Someone put a lot of love into it. What is that over there? Is that an incinerator? Looks a little out of place in a garden like this. So this is the side room. Looks like it's more of a break room. There's bedding spread out on the floor. Looks like someone's sleeping in one. I shouldn't disturb them. Hey you, hold on now. This gal's got a few questions to ask. Uh-oh. I'm sure I've heard that southern accent somewhere before. Oh, it's Lana! Oh, well, it's Mr. Phoenix Wright. How you been? Haven't seen you in, what, a year? For those of you that played the first game, it's a lot of heart. Do a lot of heart, right? Bingo. I'm the one and only paranormal photographer, Lot of Heart. So I guess you're still at it, being a photographer, I mean. Of course. And today I'm gonna get myself a real scoop. You wait and see. I sell propane and propane accessories. I don't know why I gave her a Hank Hill voice. Oh, that's right. This ain't no time to be wasting time. The channel's about to get started. Is it that time already? Y'all should hurry up and get to the meditation room. What are you waiting around for? Come on. A lot of hot, huh? I've been judging her harshly because of that case. But I guess looking back, we had some good times too. We will now begin the channeling. Mystic Maya and honored guest, please proceed into the channeling chamber. I guess I can finally swat all those pesky flies once and for all. You hear me? They won't be able to say a single bad thing about me after this. You would love to hear them apologize, wouldn't you? Wouldn't you, Mr. Wright? Me? Yeah, I sure would. Mystic Maya, do you have channeling chamber key? Yep, right here. That's most satisfactory. That key is one of a kind, so please take care of it well. It'll be fine, Aunt Morgan. I won't lose it, trust me. Okay, Dr. Gray, let's get started. Finally, let's go. Alright, the door's locked. Now, let us wait patiently out here for them. Please have some lovely bitter green tea and jaw-droppingly large strawberry desserts. Hold on now, Granny. Granny? How come we ain't allowed in that room? Dear madam, you have an impressive grasp of English. From where did you learn it? What? I'm from the heart of the heartland. Is that so? Then I humbly request that you return to this heart of the heartland. What are you... This is Korean Village. You cannot follow our traditions and rules. We request that you leave. Sorry. Wow, she shut Lana up. Now that's impressive. Now then, let us wait. The hell? Hey now, what was that just now? It came from inside the channeling chamber. Hey, that's a gunshot. Excuse me? I've heard that sound before. It's a gunshot. I bet my afro on it. But Maya's in there. Well, Mr. Lawyer, what's the plan? What else? We're gonna break in. What? There's only one key and that kid's got it. We're gonna have to break the door. Is that alright, Miss Faye? Well, yes, but there's one matter. That is... Don't try to stop me. You can send a repair bill to the Wright & Co. law offices later. Yeah, and that's what I call being a man. Oh, come on! Oh, shit. Oh, no. Dr. Gray! You just had to take a photo, Lotta. What the? Was murdered. The hell? But Maya? That man murdered me. So I killed him. What? Lotta, seriously? Lotta, at a time like this, times like this are perfect for snapping up shots. But anyway, what's going on here? This gal, is she Maya? Step away from there. Please leave this area to me. Go quickly and inform the police. But, hurry, before there are more victims here. Hey, let's go, city boy. Leave this to the granny. Well, this just took a turn. My cell phone doesn't get reception way out here. So I ended up using the phone booth to call the police. And they're on their way. That's good, Lottie. I saw a genuine mysterious phenomenon. She seems really on edge because of all this. Not that I blame her. I'm scared to death by what's going on. Hey, Mr. That gal. She wasn't the one that pulled the trigger, was she? Oh, yeah. Lana doesn't know that when Maya's channeling, her whole physical appearance changes. Then again, weren't there only two of them in there? I reckon she must have done it then. What do you know about Dr. Gray? Not much, but I did some digging. That one gym with a bad reputation. Really? I ain't as good as surgery and stuff, but his personality stinks like red sheep. Sort of got the same impression myself. He's real controlling. As soon as his nurse or patients don't do what he says, he starts a hollering. Must have been real rough to work with for him. Mr. Wright. Miss Faye, how's, Mystic Maya? She has returned to this world. Spirit-severing techniques were successful. Let me see her, please! She's still unconscious. I humbly request that you wait outside for her recovery. Guess I just have to wait. Uh-oh. The police are here! Sorry to keep you waiting. Huh? You again? What are you doing all the way out here, Detective Gumshoe? It's actually kind of funny. I was in the area for a business trip, pal. Well, time to check out the crime scene. I'll have to question everyone here later on. So just sit tight, alright? Why is he grinning at me? Can I show you to the scene of the crime, Detective Jim Shoe? My name isn't Jim Shoe. Two of them went into the channeling chamber. Guess all I can do for now is see what everyone else has to say. I'm pretty sure there was someone sleeping here earlier. Like, how can I help you? So isn't it about time to start? Huh? Time to start what? You know, like the channeling? Channeling? No, actually, the situation has kind of changed. Huh? Like, what do you mean? Please stay calm, but there has been a murder. So, like, a murder is that thing where, like, one person kills another, right? That's a weird reaction. Yes, a person has killed another person. Oh, that's, what are the words I'm looking for? It's like totally a bummer. Yeah, after all that effort, that's all she had to say? Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to, introduce myself. My name's Eenie Miney. At the college, I'm researching and studying parapsychology. Parapsychology? That's alright. I think people, usually call it occult studies or something. Like supernatural phenomenon, ESP, and psychic powers, that sort of stuff. That's pretty out there. I'm Phoenix Wright, attorney at law. So what brings you here today? So, I was the one who told Dr. Gray about this place. He asked me, do you know of a good spirit medium? Dr. Gray did say something about being introduced to this place. Because, talking to dead people and, multiple personalities are my thing. I see. Then why were you taking a nap here? I wasn't feeling good. Huh? I'm, allergic to sesame seeds. They, must have put some in the food they serve for lunch. Oh, that doesn't sound fun. So I, felt sick and came in here to, sleep. I totally feel like I've wasted my time because I, slept a long time. So you were sleeping here the entire time? Yeah, ever since lunch. So you don't know anything about the murder that took place? What? Oh, that. I, totally know nothing. So who was, killed? The surgeon that requested the channeling, Dr. Gray. You and Dr. Gray knew each other, right? I didn't know any Dr. Gray. Oh, really? And what was all that talk about him earlier? Well, a long time ago, I was, a patient, yeah. Sounds like she's trying to hide something. Oh, hello. Hey, how are you? You're Pearl, right? Silent as ever. What's that she got in her hand? I've seen it somewhere before. What is it? Is it my hair? Is it too spiky? Not spiky enough? Police are busily running here and there. And I don't see Maya anywhere. Hey, you! Don't touch anything! Look, I really need to ask you some questions. Don't look at me like I'm sort of uncaring jerk. Tell you what, pal, I'll let you ask me a few questions, alright? Alright. About Maya. I hate to break this to you, pal, but with the way things look now, that girl's the only one who could have done it. Yeah, only Maya and the victim were inside this room, after all. But Maya is... You can ask me more about her later, pal. Right now, I've got a job to do, and that's collecting evidence. She looks like a real professional. And yet, something about his expression still looks the same. So, Dr. Gray was shot with a gun, huh? He was shot in the forehead. But he was also stabbed in the chest with a knife. A knife? Basically, the victim was first stabbed, then he was shot. She's probably scared out of her wits after having a murder take place right by her. Lotta? God, don't tell me next! What? Don't scare me like that. What do you mean? You're the one scaring me. Well, if I weren't so tough, you'd have another dead body on your hands. Mine. Did you see or notice anything that stuck out at you? Well, maybe one thing. What is it? Turns out my poor stomach's not good at handling this kind of thing. Huh? What? There's ghosts and stuff coming back to get you. It's just too much to say. What is too much? Being an occult photographer. That's some scary stuff, so I think I'm gonna try being a celebrity photographer now. Going off the photo is more within your reach from now on. More glamorous, less gold. What's up? Oh, yeah. What is it? I'll took some hot pictures earlier. Huh? Remember? I took some pictures at the murder scene inside? She did 2 even. A Scion's murder? I'm sure you'd like the ring of that. It'll be a sensational story. But Lana, sorry, but my journalistic sense is burning inside me. I hate to cut and run, but I'm heading back in. Gotta beat those cops to the scoop of the century. Oh. I don't know who's scarier, Lotto or the spirits. And why does it feel like we've been through this before? Oh dear madam, you have such impeccable timing. Like let's all the buzz. Alright everyone, listen up. You too, pal. I'm going to give you all a brief update. Right now, it looks like the investigation's not going to be done until real late. That is a terrible shame. I propose that everyone sleep here under the roof of the Fey Manor tonight. What a mess. Can't believe how crazy this day turned out. I was arrested and taken away by the police. And I don't see myself getting any sleep tonight. Next day. Ooh, morning. I guess I must have nodded off at some point. Hope Maya's okay. I should hurry and get to the detention center ASAP. Nick! Maya, what am I gonna do? I never imagined it would turn out like this. Calm down, Maya. Take deep breaths. Come to think of it, the first time I met her, it all started right here in this detention center. I finally get to see you again, and it's not your fault. You didn't do it. No, I did it. I killed that person. But that wasn't you. It doesn't matter. It might as well have been me. I was too weak, and I couldn't control the spirit's power, so I don't want to bring up this case quite yet, but you don't have to be nice to me. I understand. So you're the master or something of the Korean School of Channeling? Actually, my mother is for now. But since that title is passed from mother to daughter, I guess I will be someday. But many people think that channeling isn't real. That is all just an act. You believe in us, don't you? Yeah, because I've seen it with my own eyes. And mine's channeling the spirit. Not only her voice, but her whole physical appearance changes. It's a supernatural phenomenon that occurs every time. It happened this time, too. Dr. Gray said that he wanted to call the nurse, so Maya's body must have taken on that nurse's appearance. What exactly happened in the channeling chamber? I went into that room with Dr. Gray, locked the door, and sat down across from him. Okay. I closed our eyes, and I began to channeling. It was sounding kind of creepy, like the beginning of a scary story. And that's the last thing I remember. What? After a spirit comes into my body, I lose myself, my consciousness. Then you don't remember a single thing? When I came to, I was being held in my aunt's arms. And there was blood all over my clothes. Oh, but I do remember having a dream. A dream? What kind of dream did you have while you were channeling? I can't remember it all that well, but I was dead and buried in the ground. I couldn't move, and it was unbearable, really suffocating. It went something like that. I see. I have no idea what to say to that. There was a really familiar smell, too. Out of the ground? Yeah, I can't quite place it, but I know I smelled that same scent before. I guess this is about all the information I'm going to gather for today. I'll be back later, Maya. In the meantime, please make sure you're prepared, okay? Huh? It? What is it? The document's requesting me to be your attorney, of course. But what's wrong? Are you sure? I mean, I'm guilty. I'm a murderer. No one's decided that yet. But I did. I killed that person with these 2 hands. That's enough, Maya. It's hopeless. If you defend me, you'll lose, I'm sure. Stop it! Help me. Hey, help me. I'm scared. Don't worry, I will. When is this trial? It sounds like tomorrow. As usual, 0 prep time. Alright, I'm going now. Wait. This jewel. This is called a Magatama. It's a magical charm and it's always protected me. Whoa. Get this to Pearly and I'm sure she'll lend you her spiritual powers. Okay, slightly translucent. It's small but it has a deep, profound aura about it. I have to save Maya no matter what. It's her life on the line. What in the world happened in that room yesterday? The meditation room nurtures all mediums, young and old. Even mediums in training, I'd wager. I was pretty deserted today. Probably because of the murder yesterday. Oh, Pearl isn't here today. Maybe she's at school? Oh, hey, like, you're that guy from yesterday, the, dentist guy? No, I'm a lawyer. That's right. Mrs. Smith, Esquire? That's right. Wait, I mean, you're wrong. My name is Wright. Smith, right? Well, I got like 3 letters at least. I don't think she gets the point. Anyway, why are you here? So like, I studied this thing called parapsychology at this college and you told me about that yesterday, the sesame allergy too. What I'd really like to know is why you're still here today. So like, that's what you meant? Like, you should been more like clear about it. So, sorry, my bad. No, it's okay. Like, it's really... That's it? Why'd you stop mid-sentence? Did I? So, like, what was I talking about again? All I ever wanted to know, the genuine mysterious phenomenon is right here. So, why are you still here today? Like, there's so much for me to, like, study here. Like what? Like, the medium training? Or, like, how they inherit their spiritual power? I suppose this village is the real thing, after all. So, like, I asked if I could stay here for, like, a little longer. It sure seems like the carefree type, at least on the surface. Have you heard about the murder? Sorry. It's, like, totally scary. She says with a silly smile plastered on her face. She has the weirdest reactions. So, do you know anything about it that might help? Somehow, I don't think she has a grip on reality, let alone what's going on here. About the victim, Dr. Gray. I don't know who you're talking about. Like, wait, I think you asked about him, like, yesterday, too. That's right. Her reaction yesterday when I asked was... You and Dr. Gray knew each other, right? I don't know any Dr. Gray. Oh, really? And what was all that talk about him earlier? Huh? Well, like, a long time ago, I was, like, a patient, yeah. A patient? Okay, she's definitely hiding something from me. Like, is something wrong? Looks like Detective Gumshoe's in here today. I should take this chance and thoroughly check this room. If I'm lucky, I might uncover a clue or two. Oh, there she is. Oh, Mr. Wright. Good morning. I'm on my way to go meet Mr. Maya. And I thought to bring her some items to make her feel more at home. Namely, tea so bitter you lose your tongue and jaw-droppingly large strawberry desserts. I'm sure Maya will be very grateful. That's Mystic Maya, good sir. She's one scary lady. Oh dear, sweet Mystic Maya. I wept constantly for you last night, as did I. I know it's important for me to search the site, but I should ask her some questions too, while I have the chance. Do beautiful and expensive folding screen. It also looks quite old. There seems to be some sort of sacred text written on it, but I can't read it. This is... It's a hole. Could this have been made by a bullet? I'd like to ask you a few questions about what happened yesterday. Do you mean that awful tragedy? That man murdered me, so I killed him. But Maya? Step away from there. Please leave this area to me. Go quickly and inform the police. What happened here in the room after I left? Well, first I struck Mystic Maya in the head and make her go unconscious, correct? That is correct. Next, I performed the spirit severing technique. Spirit severing technique? The spirit of that nurse was inside of Mystic Maya's body. I used the technique to send a nurse's spirit back to the other world. I wonder if this kind of testimony is even admissible in a court of law. By the way, what is this room exactly? The channeling chamber? This room was created for the sole purpose of preventing such a tragedy as yesterday. What do you mean? Sometimes when an inexperienced medium calls an especially strong spirit, that spirit may become violent and revolt as you witnessed yesterday. Revolt? But how? When a spirit enters a medium's body, she loses her will and herself steps aside. To put it another way, the spirit is borrowing the medium's body, good sir. But isn't that extremely dangerous? An experienced medium has no problem controlling a spirit. But Mystic Maya, that was her first channeling. And that is why I insisted on locking the door. However, I never thought that would be calling danger upon the client himself. I'm grateful that one of our heirlooms was not damaged in this horrible incident. And that would be that folding screen there. It is the Karane's sacred writing. Along with the Karane's sacred urn, they are this village's most treasured possessions. If I ever found out that something had happened to either one, humanity. Not fair to be worrying about the folding screen at a time like this. I guess this isn't just some dilapidated old screen after all. So how is Pearl today? Mr. Wright. Yes? In this world, Pearl is my most treasured possession. When compared to even Mystic Maya, Pearl has the spiritual power to become a master. But that's very impressive. Until now, the women of the branch family have thought themselves to be inferior. But Pearl is different. Her spiritual strength is so great, it's even greater than some of the main family. Yes, Pearl is a channeling prodigy, and it is the pride of the branch family. Wow, she's really fired up now. In any case, our world is so different from yours. Perhaps it is best for you to quit, good sir. Quit? Quit what? And then I do believe it is time for me to take my leave. Alright, please tell Maya I said hi. What was that? Mystic Maya. I will tell her. Oh, there you are. You surprised me. And how are you today? Guess she isn't open to friendly chatting. Huh? She's still holding something in her hand. It looks like the same thing she had yesterday. Oh yeah, Maya said to give this to you. Oh no. She's crying. Oh no. I'm in trouble now. If Morgan sees us like this, I'll be the next one to channeling. That's Mystic Maya's. Huh? She actually spoke. Who are you? I'm Phoenix Wright. I worked with Maya. You worked with Mystic Maya? You're Mr. Nick, right? Excuse me? I bet I know who she picked Nick from. I know who you are. You're Mystic Maya's special. What? Whoa! What? So then, of course, you're gonna help Mystic Maya, aren't you? That's what you're going to do, right? Well, yeah, I will. Oh wow, it's like a beautiful fairy tale. That earnest look shining brightly in your eyes. It must be true love. What? Why am I being boiled into a bright red lobster by this little kid? I'm so jealous of Mystic Maya. What a wonderful relationship. Oh, wait, I mean, we are, things are like... I can tell you're a good person. Alright, Mr. Nick. I may be small, but I'm going to help you in any way I can. Pearl, are you friends with Maya? I feel very grateful to be friends with her. She's so great. I want to be like Mystic Maya when I grow up. I really look up to her. Wow, I had no idea Maya was so revered. Usually when people don't use Mystic Maya's title, I get mad. Oh, sorry. But if it's you, Mr. Nick, then it's okay. Because you're special to her. Where in the world did you get an idea like that? By the way, this may be rude, but which channeling school are you from? Which channeling school? Yes, for example, I study the Karain technique. I get it. No, I'm a lawyer. Lawyer? Yep. Is that related to spirit mediums in any way? None that I know of. Wait, are you telling me you don't know what a lawyer is? I'm sorry, but I have no idea. Phoenix, she's never been to the outside world. She has been sheltered her entire life. I did say Pearl doesn't know much about the outside world. So what's that you got there, Pearl? Oh, this? I found it yesterday. If you want it, I can give it to you. Yeah, sure. Alright, well, if you really want to give it to me. You look like a child at a toy store, Mr. Nick. She not only speaks in a refined manner, but laughs in one too. Mr. Nick? Yes, Pearls? I can call you that, right? You're too cute to just call you Pearl. Sure, Mr. Nick. Are you sure it's okay for me to have this Magatama? Yeah, it's okay. I was told to give it to you. But I can't accept something like this. All I really should do is charge this Magatama with spiritual energy. Spiritual energy? Whoa! Please take this. I'm sure it will be helpful. What do you mean? It'll let you see people's secrets. See people's secrets? Yes. If it's alright with you, I would like to accompany you for a little while. I can explain the Magatama's power to you when we meet someone hiding a secret. Hello again. You seem to be seeing a lot of each other today. She's like totally cute. Is she like your daughter? Oh, what? No! How old do you think I am? I want to ask you about the victim, Dr. Gray. Like, totally don't know him. The hell? What? Ah! What is that? You can see it, can't you, Mr. Nick? You can see the lock in the person's heart. Huh? What? This is the power of the Magatama. Only you can see these Cyclocks, Mr. Nick. Cyclocks, huh? The more someone wants to hide their secret, the more locks you will see. If it's only one, I think you can easily unlock it. Unlock? But how? Please use Mystic Maya's Magatama on this person, and let's remove the lock. I have no idea what she's talking about, but guess I'll give it a try. You must be careful though, Mr. Nick. If you make a mistake, it will hurt you. If you don't think you have the proof you need, you must have the courage to stop. Well, I've got to start somewhere. Let's give this a Cyclock thing a try. I'm gonna ask you again. Did you know Dr. Gray? I totally don't know that guy. Like, you're totally more persistent than a roach. Alright, so this is how the Cyclock works. This girl is hiding something, I'm sure of it. I guess I have no choice but to remove this lock. Alright, so first I have to use Maya's Magatama. Hey, it's you, pal. So you're gonna be her lawyer, I bet. Yes. Oh, I really feel bad for you, pal. Just this once, I wish I could be on your side. Detective Gumshoe. Yeah, but I shouldn't be saying that kind of stuff to you. Hey, you're a cute kid. I'm not scary, honest. Hey, I know. I'll show you something cool. How's this? It's a real, genuine pistol. Gumshoe, what are you doing showing her something that dangerous? Oh, sorry. What is wrong with you? Don't show a gun to a child. What about my end of charges against her? I don't think we can win, pal. If you're talking about proof, I got a few pieces. You got proof? Yeah, pal. I puffy heard photographer's going to testify tomorrow. You must be talking about Lotta. Actually, speaking of Lotta. I took some hot pictures earlier. Huh? Remember? I took some pictures at the murder scene inside. What is hot pictures? I wonder what her camera captured. Sarge, you must realize by now, pal. There's no way anyone other than my affair could have done it. What am I supposed to say to Pearls now? About Dr. Gray. The victim wasn't super famous, but people still knew who he was. His face was all over the tabloid shows last year. Yeah, I knew. I was looking through some newspapers from last year and... Huh? I could have sworn I cut an article out, but I guess I must have lost it. He's searching through his pockets and boy, are those big. They look really interesting too. Hey, do you have a copy, pal? A copy of that article? I think Dr. Gray might have brought a copy to the office when he came by. About my trial tomorrow. I got 2 pieces of news for you, pal. 2? Yeah, bad news and even worse news. So which do you want to hear first? I don't really care. It doesn't change the fact that I'm not going to like it. Alright, pal. Well, the prosecutor for a trial is What the No, what? What? Prosecutor Von Karma? Manfred Von Karma. He was an awe-inspiring veteran prosecutor. He never lost a case in the 40 years of his career. He raised a fearsome disciple. The horrible aftertaste of the evil he force-fed me is something I'll never forget. Wait a sec. But didn't Von Karma stand trial and... That's where the other piece of bad news comes in. The Von Karma you're facing tomorrow is actually his successor. Successor? So, who is the successor to Von Karma? Literally, pal, it's Prosecutor Von Karma's kid. This kid became a prosecutor real young, like 13, and hasn't lost a trial since. That's what they call a prodigy, pal. Kid, huh? Wait a sec! 13? The kid became a prosecutor at the age of 13? I mean, a prodigy like that, I would have heard something about... Oh, no. The kid was born and raised in Germany, pal. That country's got a lot of stuff, and it's a great place to develop a person's talents. Germany, huh? That's probably why I've never heard of this person. Still, all it takes is someone mentioning the name Von Karma. And I get terrible flashbacks to that case. Stop it! Get a grip on yourself, Phoenix. None of that matters anymore, now that he's gone. Phew. Feels like I've been gone forever. But it's only been 1 day. Oh, that's right. Where's that newspaper Dr. Gray brought the other day? Ah, here it is. Right on top of my desk. This is the only thing he left behind that's going to be of any help. 1 year ago on May 2nd, 14 patients died from malpractice at Gray Surgical Clinic. This is the newspaper clipping, right? Dr. Gray brought this over to my office the other day, and... Hey! It's that news story! The one about the malpractice suit! 14 patients died and it caused a huge stink. Yeah, but that's not all, pal. Things only got worse after that. You mean the car accident the nurse died in? Oh, here we go. I brought my own clipping with me today. Here, pal, this is for you. Alright, thanks. Mimi Miney, nurse at Gray Surgical Clinic, died after falling asleep at the wheel. Wait, what was her name? might be related.
Take that!
Eeny Miny, I believe you do know who Dr. Gray is. I told you, like, how many times do I, like, have to repeat myself? If you're, like, so totally sure, then where's, like, your proof? Or maybe possible that you never actually met Dr. Gray in person. I do believe you might have at least indirectly known of him. Like, what do you mean, like, indirectly? I should try to show that the possibility existed for now. There's something that shows a possible connection between Eeny and Dr. Gray.
Take that!
Take a look at this newspaper clipping. Like, what is it? A story about an accident? Please read the victim's name. Mimi Miny. Miny is a pretty rare last name, wouldn't you say? Miss Mimi Miny wouldn't happen to be a relative of yours, would she? So you notice, she was my oldest sister. I'm sorry about your loss. Your sister, was she a nurse, perhaps, at Dr. Gray's surgical clinic? Gray's surgical clinic. I don't think I need to tell you that the clinic was run by the victim, Dr. Turner Gray, which is how you knew of Dr. Gray. You knew him through your sister. Oh, I broke the lock. Yeah, the truth is finally out. Please, tell me all you know about Dr. Gray. My sister's name was Mimi Miny. She was like a nurse at Dr. Gray's clinic. That's what I thought. I heard that, like, Dr. Gray was really tough on people, like a total slave driver. My sis was, like, always coming home totally wiped out because she was overworked. Wiped out? So is that why she fell asleep at the wheel? The guy, like, drove my sis so hard, so, like, that's why the accident happened. One of my 14 patients died from malpractice. Yeah, like, I think that was the doctor's fault, too. My sis was pushed by, like, everyone's expectations and, like, her duty and stuff. And that pushed her to her death. I'm sorry. So, like, are we done? I've, like, already told my story to, like, everyone. You understand now, Mr. Nick? This is how a cyclock works. Well, I don't plan to pry into people's hearts unless I absolutely need to. The luck this time is pretty easy, but you might meet people who aren't as willing to give on and later on. If you don't have enough proof, be careful and know when to stop trying. Mr. Nick? What's wrong? I have never left Curine Village. Really? Wow, that's pretty amazing. You're going to meet with Mystic Maya, aren't you? Please tell her I said hi. Hey, wait! She ran off, again. Well, I know Eeny's secret now, but I still don't have any idea how I'm gonna save Maya. I don't even know if I should go in there with a smile or a straight face. What am I supposed to do? I'm almost out of time. Can I really do anything? Can I really save her? Sorry to keep you waiting. Huh? Must be Maya. It's been a long time, hasn't it, Phoenix? That voice. It's Mia! Mia! Even without me being here, it looks like you've learned to stand on your own. Mia. She's Maya's older sister and my mentor. She was a top-notch defense lawyer, but a certain case forced her into retirement. But whenever I'm in trouble, she comes to help, just like this. Her spirit comes back from the other world and borrows Maya's body for a bit. Phoenix, you can't make that kind of face in front of your client. A lawyer is someone who smiles no matter how bad it gets, especially when it's bad. Mia, you can't smile at the end if you haven't been smiling the whole way there. In any case, the face you're making now is no face to show a client, Phoenix. But, so tell me all about it. I'm going to guess that my sister is in a lot of trouble again. I told her everything about what had happened in the last 2 days. Mia closed her eyes, deep in thought, while she listened. I see. Mia, what am I supposed to do? It's pretty clear what a good lawyer does in this situation. And that is, tell me please. Believe in your convictions and fight for the complete acquittal of your client. You think Maya's not guilty? How can you be so sure? I know she is, and I'll give you a hint as to why. Yes? Mediums can't have dreams. They can't? From what you told me, it sounds like Maya was having a dream while channeling. Yeah, you said she had dreamt that she had died and been buried in the ground. But that is impossible. You've heard it from her, I'm sure, when a medium channels her own spirit disappears. Which means that it's impossible for her to dream during that time. Then, what does this mean? I think it's safe to bet that Maya was set up. A setup? It's up to you to blow the lid on this case tomorrow and show how she was set up. How am I supposed to prove her innocence when I have nothing to go on? If you're looking for a clue, it's already in your hands. It is? Just as it sounds, Phoenix. You already hold the key. Really? Come on, show me the key to this case. The key? Huh? Alright, I'll show it to her, the key I hold. Mia, have you seen this key before? Ah, the key. It's literally the key to understanding everything that happened in this case. This key. Phoenix, listen. Right now, that key is sitting in your hand. However, it shouldn't be. It contradicts the facts. What does she mean? I'm saying this key will be the piece of evidence that makes your case tomorrow. You already know everything you need to know. You know what the key to this case is. That is enough. But, how can I win tomorrow without knowing who the real murderer is? Who could have... I didn't know it at the time. That this day was going to end with a turn for the surprising. What? She's hiding something. Mia? What? What's wrong? That's right. Only I can see the Cyclops. Which means Mia must know something about the real murderer. For this to be something that she would hide under lock and key from even me? What in the world is going on? What are you hiding, Mia? What are you not telling me? What? Prosecutor Von Karma? You mean... No, I heard it's a successor this time. Successor? Manfred Von Karma was a really sinister man. He pulled all sorts of nasty tricks, all so he could win. He was a man obsessed with the word perfection. He had a perfect record for 40 long years. Who knows what sort of dirty tricks he used to get each of those guilty verdicts. And now his successor? I wonder what kind of person they will turn out to be. It's no good. Mystic Maya! Hurley! You showed up. Thanks for coming all this way. I was really worried about you. Hey! Where's your mother? Didn't you come together? Mother is watching over the trainees. She said they have training for 2 days straight with no breaks. Huh? Then you came all by yourself? Yep, I snuck out of the manor and followed the map. Don't tell me you walked all the way here. Of course not. I ran. I can't, oh my. If it takes 2 hours by train, oh man. Pearly, what about the train? Huh? What's that tray in? I give up. It's time, isn't it? I'm really scared. What if Von Karma tries to do something to me? At least I know Mr. Edgeworth would be nicer to me than Von Karma. Mr. Edgeworth? Who's that? He's Dick's rival. Well, he's also a friend.
Objection!
I still remember him as that I'd seen him only yesterday.
Objection!
Every trial was a scorchingly fierce battle until the very end.
Objection! Objection!
You're always back and forth with them. But when you're rivals for life... Maya! Please don't mention that name ever again. Huh? But why, Nick? I'm sorry, Maya. I forgot you don't know. He's gone, and he's not coming back. What? Oh, wait a second. What's that supposed to mean? Court will commence shortly. Please proceed into the courtroom. Let's go. Now's not the time to talk about that anyway. Nick? Court is now in session for the trial of Maya Fey. Are the prosecution and the defense prepared? What is with this kid? Mr. Wright, are you prepared? Huh? Yes, Your Honor. Why does he always seem mad at me? Mr. Phoenix Wright. You must be a little shocked because I am a woman, correct? Hold on, so she's the famed successor to Prosecutor Von Karma? William Francisco Von Karma, the prodigy. I see. I gave up a promising career in Germany and came to this country for one sole reason. She has a whip. Revenge. Revenge? Is this about her father, Manfred Von Karma? If it's something of a personal nature, I'm sure you can... Oh! I'm talking. If you interrupt again, my whip will do the speaking for me. She just fucking assaulted the judge! Where's the bailiff? Please speak with your mouth like a normal person, I beg of you. No! Judge! She assaulted me! Get her out of here! Get a new prosecutor! Make no mistake, I will defeat you. Prepare to go down, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Prosecutor Von Karma, your opening statement, please. Those of Von Karma blood have only one fate, and that is perfection. The defendant, Maya Fey, will find no escape from my guilt on my watch. Very well. What is the defense's position? Your Honor. Does the defense wish to enter a plea of not guilty? Yes. Foolish fool who foolishly dreams of foolish dreams. 10 minutes. I give the defense 10 minutes before it changes its plea. That's right. I'll have you running for the justified self-defense plea in no time. Justified self-defense? Plea usually reserved for when a person unintentionally kills in defense of themselves. We could very easily make a solid case that it was self-defense, but... The defense stands by the plea of not guilty, Your Honor. Because the plea justified self-defense is to say you did kill someone. How foolish. If that's how you want to play it, Mr. Phoenix Wright, then I shall now call the first witness. She's just as scary as a father. Like father, like daughter, I suppose. Here's Gumshoe. Witness, your name and occupation. Yes, sir. My name is Dick Gumshoe. I'm a detective at the local precinct. Oh! Get to the point already. Explain to the court the details of this murder. Yes, sir. If everyone would please look at this map. There's no windows and the door was locked shut. At the time of the murder, only the victim and the defendant were in the room. What were they doing in there? They were channeling a spirit, sir. Channeling a spirit? That's quite the look of the disbelief there, Your Honor. Anyway, a few minutes after the channeling started, gunshots were heard coming from inside the room, sir. A few of the witnesses broke the door down and rushed into the room. Oh, and that's when they found the victim was already dead, correct? I believe this is one of the most open and shut cases I have ever presided over. Alright, here we go. So, how was the victim killed? I was about to get to that. Stop wasting my time, then. Okay, she's not as bad as her dad, but, she fucking assaulted me, okay? The direct cause of death was a pistol shot to the forehead, sir. The shot was fired from point-blank range. But before the victim was shot, sir, he was stabbed in the chest. The wound was very severe, but not enough to cause instantaneous death. The murderer used the pistol to finish the victim off after the stabbing. So the victim was stabbed before being shot? Here's the victim's autopsy report, sir. Being stabbed in the chest, he was shot in the forehead at point blank. The court accepts it into evidence. Mr. Wright, you may question the witness. Okay. Well, I don't want Franziska to whip me.
Hold it!
The meta weapon, Detective Gumshoe. Whose pistol was it? Where's the victim's? The victim's? Now, why would he have...
Objection!
Why would he have a pistol? Who cares? The point that you're missing is whose fingerprints are on that pistol. If you're not already paying attention to that, then I suggest you start. Fingerprints? Or fingerprints? Along with the victims, the defendant's wife's fire was also on the grip, sir. Oh no, this is not good. So the defendant's fingerprints were left on the murder weapon? I walked right into her hands there. The shot was fired from point-blank range.
Hold it!
Point blank, huh? So about how far away is that? It's anywhere between 12 to 20 inches away. And how do you know he was shot at point blank? Mr. Phoenix Wright. I got tired of the foolish foolery of the foolish fools of this foolish country. Excuse me? Gunpowder burn. Gunpowder burn? When something is shot from point blank, a burn area is left around the bullet hole. Gunpowder exploding is what makes a bullet fire, and that gets real hot, pal. And there were definitely some gunpowder burns left on the victim's forehead. Wow, never knew that. Live and learn, I guess. Well, before the victim was shot, sir, he was stabbed in the chest.
Hold it!
Stabbed? And what was he stabbed with? A fruit knife. I see. And whose knife was it? It looks like it belongs to the face, sir. And of course, Maya's face fingerprints are all over it. All over it? Huh? This does not look good. What will you do now, Mr. Phoenix Wright? The wound was very severe, but not enough to cause instantaneous death.
Hold it!
How severe was the wound? If it had been half an inch more to the right, it would have hit the victim's heart. After a stab like that, it's impossible to fight back, let alone stand. His testimony makes it sound like Maya had stabbed him with the intent to kill. The murderer used a pistol to finish the victim off after the stabbing.
Hold it!
Are you sure he was stabbed first, then shot? Yup, sure as it can be. One look at the wounds and you come to the same conclusion too, pal. A fool is a fool who will only listen to the foolish opinions of other foolish fools. A pistol shot to the forehead at point blank is certainly enough to kill instantly. Does that matter? Then which was first? Think a little before you open that big mouth of yours, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What a pain. That's enough. We have clearly established how the victim was murdered. I brought the two murder weapons with me today. Very well, the court accepts them into evidence. Two shots fired bears Maya's and Gray's fingerprints. Small fruit knife belongs to the face, bears Maya's fingerprints. Okay. The date and time of death was June 19th at 3:15 p.m. Eyewitnesses claim to have heard 2 gunshots at this time. And 2 murder weapons, both with the defender's fingerprints on them, huh? That does seem like an open and shut case. Naturally. This is going from bad to worse. As if the summary just now wasn't oversimplifying things to the extreme. Your Honor, feel free to slam that little gavel of yours. After all, there's no room left for doubt, is there? That's quite true, Mr. Wright. Yes? Given on the faces of all this, do you still wish to plead not guilty? It's the opinion of the court that if you do not adjust your plea, you stand to lose. Just as I promised, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You would change your plea in less than 10 minutes. What will you do, Mr. Wright? Will you try to justify self-defense? Because now would be the time to do so. This is your final chance. This is a huge decision. Better think this through all the way. If we plead justified self-defense, we would basically be confessing the murder. After the trial, Maya's life would be ruined, and she'd be labeled the murderer. I can't let that happen. Your Honor, have you reached a conclusion, Mr. Wright? The defense will not change its plea. We will accept nothing short of complete acquittal. Ow! You have sealed your fate, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Detective. Yes, sir? Present the final portion of your testimony. The final strike. Yes, sir. But now, see here, proceedings are run by... Oh! The judge gets assaulted and he does nothing about it. He just lets it happen. Oh, yes, of course. Go ahead, detective, and give your testimony. I think the court would like to hear about the other piece of incriminating evidence. I already do not like her. Sorry, pal, but there's an even more incriminating piece of evidence. This is the costume the defendant was wearing at the time of the crime. As you can see, it's covered in blood. The defendant attacked and killed a person who, without a doubt, was not fighting back. So this is the costume. There certainly is evidence of back spray of blood on this. This piece directly links Maya Fey to the crime, sir. I see. The court accepts it into evidence. This is not good. Alright, Mr. Wright. Maya's fingerprints on both murder weapons and blood splatters on her clothes. Could the situation get any worse? Ha! What's wrong? You seem to be at a loss. I think this is the last piece of testimony the prosecution should have to offer. Feel free to sulk off with your tail between your legs, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Please stop calling me by my full name, it's disturbing. There's blood on the costume. Lab results show that it is the victim's blood. So there's blood from the victim on the defendant's clothes. Definitely not good. So, were there any other clues you would glean from this piece of evidence? Well...
Objection!
Oh, come on! If you must change the topic, then the good detective here must testify again. But too bad, not enough time. Let's move on. Oh, yes, Miss Montgomery is perfectly correct. Seriously, Judge? Now even the judge is on his side. If I bite off more than I can chew here, what should I do? Why is Miss Von Carter suddenly putting up resistance? There must be a reason as to why she suddenly threw out an objection like that. There must be something about this costume. I just have to look harder. Mr. Wright, Miss Von Carter's logic is perfect. There is no way for you to poke a hole in it. Looks like my time is up. So, about the costume. Your Honor. Actually, there is something very wrong with this piece of evidence. What? What are you talking about, pal? Where is this problem you're talking about? I've come this far. There's no turning back now. The problem I have with this piece of evidence is here. There's a bullet hole right here. I asked the court to please take a look at the sleeve of this costume. The sleeve? There's a tiny hole here. A hole? But that wasn't in the report. Hold on. What's this around the hole? It smells fancy of gunpowder. Gunpowder? No one ever told me. Hold that smell of gunpowder. It looks like I found the hole I was looking for. Your Honor, the only logical conclusion you can make is that it must be a bullet hole. Or Order. This is a very grave matter. Best we correct the court record first before anything else. Sorry about that. I guess we messed up, sir. Is she actually smiling? What else is she hiding? Pull yourself together, detective. A tiny hole doesn't change a thing. The strength of the evidence still holds. Continue with your testimony. That just now was a fluke, nothing more.
Objection!
How can you say something like that? This is a huge oversight. I agree there's a mistake on the part of the police. What Prosecutor Von Thomas said is true. The evidence still stands. If you do not find a more definitive problem with the evidence, then... No way! Detective Gumshoe, please continue with your testimony. Yes, sir.
Objection!
There we go. Detective Dick Gumshoe. Yes? Having you call me by my full name is kind of a weird feeling. You said that my client killed a person who, without a doubt, was not fighting back? Yeah, I did. Then what, may I ask, is the bullet hole you police overlook supposed to mean? What does it mean? I'll tell you what it means. It means that the victim had fired off a shot. Is this what it means to not fight back? You're right. It seems you are correct. If the victim had tried to shoot the defendant, then it would change everything. Alright, the wind seems to be shifting. What is with that "are you finished yet" laugh? Are you finished yet, Mr. Phoenix, Wright?
Just one comma.
It seems that my affair was shot at by the victim. However, that is only grounds enough to support a justified self-defense plea.
That is correct.
But I'm sure you remember, Your Honor, what the defense clearly said. They rejected justified self-defense and pleaded not guilty.
No, why, that's right.
Oh boy. Which means the defense has yet to prove anything at all. No!
Well, yes, that's true.
Damn it! Furthermore, just the fact that there is a bullet hole in the costume is not enough to substantiate even a plea of justified self-defense.
Oh, how so?
Oh! Don't just stand there. Hurry up and tell the court what transpired that day. With the new information we acquired added in, of course.
Huh? You mean by myself? You want me to put together the scenario all by myself?
Oh!
Yes, sir. Right away, sir.
She's even... I dislike her more than her dad now.
During the channeling, the defendant saw a chance to stab the victim in the chest. Of course, the victim used the last of his strength to fight back, sir. While the two were fighting, the victim took out his gun. The victim took a shot, but because they were too close, he missed. The defendant then picked up on the opening, took the victim's gun, and ended it.
Damn.
The scenario you put together does make sense. Yes, sir. Well, Mr. Wright?
On the surface, it does seem to make sense. However, I won't give up that easily.
Please refrain from glaring at me like that. Now then, your cross-examination, please.
Maya's life is on the line here, Your Honor.
Hold it!
There's quite a difference in height between Dr. Gray and the defendant, and in body strength, and it seems unlikely the defendant could have stabbed the victim.
Now that you mention it, yeah, I guess.
Objection!
What now? You think you could get away with such flimsy reasoning, Mr. Phoenix, Wright? Maya Fey was in the middle of channeling, was she not? When channeling with the crane channeling technique, the medium physically changes. With the nurse's build, the defendant could have easily been a match for the doctor. I don't believe it. She even studied up on the crane channeling technique. Damn it. Like I said before, I am perfect.
About what you were talking about, I didn't quite get it. Never mind. Let's continue with the testimony. What don't you get, Judge? Of course, the victim used a lot of his strength to fight back, sir.
Hold it!
So he was stabbed, but the stab wound didn't kill him.
But if you think about it, the blood loss, he was probably hurt pretty bad.
How badly hurt would you say he was?
Actually, I went to get blood the other day, and afterward I felt a little lightheaded and dizzy. I guess the damage was maybe about 10 times the dizziness. Ah! Sorry. While the two were fighting, the victim took out his gun.
Hold it!
Where in the world did that pistol come from?
It looks like the victim, Dr. Gray, had specifically bought it for that day.
But a handgun?
He got it off the black market about 2 days before the murder.
Why did Dr. Gray bring a gun? Was he taking precautions against something?
The victim took a shot, but because they were too close, he missed.
Objection!
There we go. Missing the tiny hole on this costume will be the prosecution's undoing.
What do you mean?
The little hole has actually created a huge hole in your testimony.
Explain yourself, Mr. Wright.
You said the two of them were fighting when the victim fired his gun at point blank. If that were true, then where does the gunpowder burn on the costume?
Gunpowder burn?
This is what you testified earlier. When something is shot from point blank, a burn area is left around the bullet hole. Oh! But there is not a single trace of gunpowder burn on this costume.
That is a very good point. What exactly does this mean?
It means that when the shot was fired, they were standing apart from each other.
Objection!
I'm disappointed, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You think you could punch a hole in my logic with that? With wishy-washy thinking like that, anyone can explain anything away. Then I implore you to disprove my line of thinking. Let's see. In the middle of their fight, the victim pushed the defendant away. And it was then, when they were separated, that he fired. How is that?
Objection!
As if that was even possible. According to testimony, the wound from the stabbing was very severe. The victim would not have had the strength to push the defendant very far after that. Then... That's right. The defendant must have pushed the victim away. After stabbing him, she must have put some space between the doctor and herself. And then, when she was preparing to strike again, the doctor took a shot. There, that should satisfy even you.
That does make an awful lot of sense. What do you think, Mr. Wright?
I must be careful. I can't afford to make a mistake here. Concentrate and think. There is a fatal flaw in her argument, Your Honor.
Fatal?
Flaw? No! Very interesting. I would love to see what this flaw is. Show me something that contradicts my explanation. There has to be a snag in her explanation somewhere. She put some distance between them before rushing to make the final blow. And when she was about to strike, the doctor took his shot. There must be a piece of evidence that contradicts this line of thinking. This is the piece of evidence that destroys your logic.
What is that? A folding screen?
I would like to point the court's attention to the hole in this folding screen. It looks like you already know what I'm talking about.
What? Mr. Wright, your explanation, please.
Are these two really that clueless? The bullet went through the defendant's sleeve first, then the folding screen. It passed through at a height of approximately 8 inches off the ground, which means... when the shot was fired, the defendant, was not getting ready to strike, but was actually squatting low to the ground.
Order. This changes everything.
Please look at this diagram of the crime scene. The victim, Dr. Gray, was here when he fired the shot. and the bullet hit the folding screen. It hit at this location about 8 inches off the ground. At this time, the defendant was in this area.
Take that!
She was standing here near the folding screen. But wait a second. We know the defender was close to the ground based on the height of the bullet hole. But how can you gauge a distance from that? Isn't it possible that the defender was standing so much closer to the victim? That's impossible. But why? You, of all people, should know the answer to that question, Miss Von Karma. If she was shot from somewhere closer, there would be gunpowder burns present. However, there is nothing of the sort around the bullet hole of this costume. Curse you, Mr. Phoenix, Wright, you. Oh. I believe it has now been proven that the defendant was standing a ways from the victim when she was shot at. But do you think this has changed the defendant's situation? Yeah. Honestly, Your Honor, this changes everything. The prosecution has claimed that the defendant was aiming to kill by stabbing. If that were true, delivering the final strike with the knife would be ideal. However, where and what was the defendant doing at that time? Squatting all the way by the folding screen? Exactly. If Maya Fey was the real murderer, why would she be in the folding screen instead of preparing for the strike? Upon further consideration, it does make very little sense. Yeah, I figured there had to be a reason. Figuring things out and proving the logic behind everything is your job! Alright, with this, the rest of the trial should be in the... Oh no. Blast radius of a disaster. You're such a smart man, Mr. Phoenix, Wright. To think that you've been able to take a completely hopeless case to this point. Now I know why Papa had a tough time with you. You amuse me. Ugh. Of all the things to inherit, why did it have to be that smarmy smile? Detective, how dare you damage my perfect logic? How is it all my fault? You can start repairing while standing by removing that 3-strand goatee. Oh, and rest assured, your punishment will come later. Punishment? Well done, Your Honor. I think I've had all I can take of this detective's face. If you get time to call in the next witness. Next witness. That's gotta be a lot of. Very well. The court will take a 5-minute recess. After we reconvene, we will hear from the next witness. Well, shit. She's worse than her father. Well, anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed that video for today. That was a crazy episode, but we got there at the end. Boy, I do not like this new Von Karma. I don't even like the original Von Karma, but this one, she's worse than her father. But anyways, we will continue that battle next week. But in the meantime, if you guys liked this video, please sure to leave a like and subscribe so you can see more videos like this in the future. Until then, take care and goodbye.